Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today on behalf of Kitaholic Kits, and I'm sharing a new 12x12 layout for the August 2020 kits. Now I'm going to start with a very technical tool, which is a dinner plate. So when I want a circle, I will use a different size dinner plate to actually create a circle background. Now you can do this in multiple different ways, but this works for me and it's nice and quick and easy. So what this layout started as was a way to use up a lot of the stickers that came with this month's collection. So it's all about staying home and isolation, which we all know about at the moment. So I wanted to create a layout that was going to use up quite a bit of the elements in this collection. So some of the die cuts, and you can see I'm working through the sticker sheets, and I have in my mind to actually use some of the enamel dots and the little stars that came with this month's kit as well. So all I'm doing is filling in the circle with just various shapes. It doesn't matter if you've got a couple of little spaces, because that's what the enamel dots and the stars are for. But basically just working across the page up and down and just adding elements where I think they fit. So once this is completed and I've filled up the circle, I've chosen a photo which is all about home life. And I thought that this photo worked really well because in our home life, basically all we've been able to do is, stay in and we watch Netflix and we play games on the iPad, we do puzzles, things like that. So this photo really encompasses the staying home for me. It's my boys lying on my bed and they've both got their heads buried in their iPads. So works for this particular layout, and as you can see I'm going in and filling in some of the blanks with those enamel dots and stars. Now, once I've got everything stuck down, I sort of start to play around with what I want to do now to build this layout. The background is quite busy, so, there's a lot going on. I can't really add too much more patterned paper, but I'm looking at it thinking I still need some colour. So I'm going to do a kind of an ombre watercolour background just on the external part of the circle. Now, there's lots of things you could have done here. You could cut out that circle and mount it on a patterned paper, but I really thought that I was going to use what I had, which was the watercolors, and I quite like this ombre look that this layout ends up with. So as you can see, there's nothing too technical or difficult. It's just a matter of painting it and sort of blending the colors with lots of water so that you can see it starts off one color at the top and works its way down to another color at the bottom. Once that's dry, I have used my silhouette to cut a title which I made myself. Now I wanted a really big title and I wanted it in black so that I could cover up some of that busy background that I have going on. Now when I cut a title like this, I cut it twice and then glue one on top of the other so it gets that little bit of extra dimension. So I'm adding a couple of little extras which I don't end up putting on. It's just a matter of now finishing this layout off and it's done. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure, if you haven't already, you hit that little subscribe button.